What is good, YouTube? Right now we are on the move today and it's another full day of eating for you guys. It is currently around 3 p.m. and I've been on the move all day. It's been really busy and right now I'm so hungry. I'm out and about, so what I'm gonna do is go to a Subway. This English weather is freezing. I'm absolutely starving and haven't had Subway in probably almost 2 years, so I'm gonna enjoy an Italian BMT, which is what I always get.
Having it toasted?
Yes please.
Salads?
Can I have lettuce and green peppers please? One thing I should really look to do is clean my car. I haven't cleaned it in like 5 weeks. This Subway is going to be my first meal of the day. Just a 6-inch Italian BMT. I was almost tempted to get some cookies and make a meal of it, but I thought I don't really need it. And my theory is, if you're going to have something that, you know, you shouldn't be having, only have something when you really want it, like you're craving it. And after a while of not having it, as I've said, I haven't had a Subway in like 2 years, but a 6-inch BMT on its own, I wouldn't really class it as a cheap meal. It's not that many calories. So I'm going to be eating this while I drive because I need to head over to Lichfield because a package, which is my muscle food package, went to the wrong address. Other than that, I'm just gonna show you guys the meals throughout the day, then obviously go gym and stuff like that. So stay tuned for epicness because that's what I drops. One more time, I gotta bring it back. I don't do my barber often because he's always either late or not about, but when he does come through, he gives me them superstar lines. Like a bow. I'm pretty sure you guys wanna see this beauty of a sandwich. I'd say that was maybe 5 minutes. I wolfed that down, only 6 inches. I do feel like maybe I should have bought the 12, but that would have been a bit overly glutton. So I feel like what I'm gonna do is, as soon as I get my package, go prepare myself another meal and then probably go to the gym. We're rapping facts. All right, people, we have now arrived. Oh. Let's make this happen. Gabriel says still thinks he can beat me at basketball. I'm gonna have him up. Anyway, let's get this inside. And here you go. Oh, if I like to see egg whites. Oh, it's been a while looking at myself with actually a haircut. I feel like a brand new person. But yeah, so far, got myself the 4 egg white. I've got 3 litres of tilapia. 3 kilos of tilapia. So I've got 2 other bags. 3 packs of turkey bacon. This is what I eat with the egg whites. It just gives it flavour. And it means that I don't have to add too much seasonings to my eggs. The extra lean beef mince. Extra lean steak burgers. So yeah, that is more or less everything that I got. If you don't know what MuscleFood is, it's basically a Costco online. So you can buy fresh meat and stuff like that online. Comes sealed in these special bags. It's cheaper than Costco, but it's probably very close to a butcher. So if you don't go to a butcher or you don't have time to go to a butcher, like I often don't because they close too early for me, try MuscleFood out. They're really good and I have a discount code in the description box. But that's up to you guys anyway. If you don't buy from MuscleFood, then disregard everything I just said. So right now, next thing I'm going to eat is one of these protein bars I got, the Caramel Delight Bar. Can't remember if I've tried this one before, but I'm assuming it's going to taste nice, but we shall see. I like it. It tastes similar to any of you have like Quality Streets. Tastes like two of the sweets mixed together. One of them is a big golden coin looking one. Anyways, then I'm gonna make a egg white and turkey bacon omelet because I've been craving that for about a week. So I'm gonna make that. Stay tuned. Very easy recipe. Eggs in a pan, bacon in a pan. Eat. And here it is. We have got ourselves some egg whites and 2 rashers of turkey bacon. And I put some Nando's peri peri sauce in the eggs to create a little bit more flavour. And I'll be washing that down with a nice little bit of cordial. A little bit of that and just putting a whole lot of water in it, barely calories in it. And so yeah, normally I would have a whole egg with the egg whites, but because I had Subway earlier, I know that from the meats I had in it, it's going to have like a little bit extra fat. So I thought, okay, I don't get my egg today. But yeah, I'm going to eat this right now, drink my drink, get ready for the gym, probably link up Sean if he's about. And I think today is probably a little bit of a leg day, so I might show you some snippets. Okay, subscriber asked me a question, and the question was, can I go into detail on intermittent fasting? So I thought I might as well do it because I actually thought I already done this in a video, but I haven't probably touched on it in detail as much as I could have. So sit back, relax. Before I go to the gym, I'm going to address that question. Then I'm going to go make some gains, and then I'm going to come back and finish off our final meals. But because I'm going to be talking, which usually does take a while, so as a snack, I'm going to have these 2. So I'm going to have my Royal Gala apples, which you guys know I love. I always have Royal Gala apples. My favourite type of apple to eat. And then I'm also going to have one of these protein chips. The one thing I will say about these protein snacks you've seen me in the video, they are totally optional. So yeah, I thought I'd just let you know that, like, you don't need to obviously use those protein snacks. I just have them just because I like them, but I wouldn't substitute like having a real meal to have one of those snacks. If I haven't, ooh, Jesus, I'm the worst juggler on the planet. But anyway, yeah. Let's get into intermittent fasting. Hopefully by the time I finish speaking about it, you understand it in depth. Then I want to cover it again because it should have been detailed enough. First thing I will say is that intermittent fasting is not a diet. People may refer to it as that, but it's really not, because it doesn't dictate what you actually eat in the day. It's more the times in which you eat. The most popular one is the 16 hours fasted, 8 hours eating window. So that would be over a 24-hour period. You would choose 16 hours where you just wouldn't consume any calories, and 8 hours or smaller where you will consume your calories for the day. So the reason it's not a diet is if your calories, for example, is 2,500 calories, you don't skip any of those calories, like you don't cut them. You eat those calories, but just in a smaller time period. Whereas someone may wake up in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, have their breakfast, go to work, have lunch at 12, come home, have dinner around 6 o'clock, then have a snack at 10. Instead of having meals throughout the whole day just spread out, what you do is confine it down to a short window, which provides various benefits. The most key benefit, the one that's most relatable to most people, is the fact that it limits the amount of times you snack. Because you're putting all your calories in a small window to eat. 8 hours isn't too bad, but like say some people that do 6 hours or 7 hours, when you're cramming in 2,500 calories in such a small window, it gets to the point that all the food you're eating is actually real meals, which is a really good thing, because most people that always come to me with like an issue when it comes to usually their diet, they normally say, okay, I've started to get to a point where I can meal prep my food, I'm doing better choices, but the area where I always slip on is I get late night cravings or I start snacking. With intermittent fasting, if you follow it properly, and say your eating window is from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. or 1 p.m. to 9 p.m, once you get into a routine of constantly having your calories in that window, it gets to the point that by the time you get your last meal in around 7:30 or 8:30, half an hour before your window closes, you're going to be so full that you shouldn't even be feeling the need to do snacking. In terms of like science now, the benefits that come with it is things where it helps. The most beneficial fat burning hormone in your body, which is the growth hormone, intermittent fasting kind of helps aid that. One of the negative drawbacks that I will say about intermittent fasting that is when people don't follow it correctly. When a lot of people, they'll skip breakfast but don't eat the calories that they're meant to have. So their breakfast is meant to be 500 calories. What they'll do is skip that meal, but they don't at any point during the rest of the day actually recoup those calories that they're meant to have. So if your calories for the day, as I said, is 2,500 calories, you're skipping your breakfast, you've put yourself in a deficit. So at this point, if you start losing weight, it's not because you're doing intermittent fasting, it's because you're actually in a deficit of calories. And you should never be falling into an unintentional deficit, because if you're not planning to be cutting, you should not be in that range of being in a deficit. Intermittent fasting is meant to be a way of eating, it's not a diet. So whatever your calories you're meant to hit every single day, you should still be hitting those, but you just put it in a smaller window. So when people mention they skip breakfast, what they really mean is, instead of having a breakfast meal, those calories they have pushed later on in the day. So instead of having it at 8 a.m, they may start their first meal at 12 o'clock. It may not be the exact same meal, but they've got the calories that they're meant to get. So don't be skipping meals. On the way to the gym, peeps. And leave him dead where his dog is. I was there when it started. We are back from the gym, and what I'm going to do now is cook a meal, but what I've got waiting, like, I haven't watched Walking Dead before and I need a new series to watch. It was out of this and Game of Thrones, but I feel like zombies and shit may be a bit more up my alley rather than dragons and shit. So please let me know if it's worthwhile actually watching Walking Dead. I think so. Like, the only person I know that really watches it is Chris Jones on YouTube. I know he really raves about it, so hopefully it's decent. Yeah, what I'm going to do right now is cook some chicken. Okay, I've got four. Okay, I got 5 chicken fillets. It took me way too long to count 5. 5 chicken fillets, and I'm going to season it using jerk barbecue sauce, mixed herbs, barbecue seasoning, and now I don't know, Nando sauce. Alright, chicken is seasoned up. And put it in the pan as well. What I've decided to do is butterfly all the chicken. So all those 5 chicken fillets, I've butterflied them. So there's 10 slices right now. I'll put them in the pan. The reason I butterfly them is because it makes it cook quicker, and this way I won't have to put the lid on the pan, because usually I do put the lid on the pan, but when you do put the lid on, it often builds up a lot of water because the steam gets in there and you have to keep sieving it out. Whereas if I butterfly, it allows the chicken to be a bit more crispy. So that is what I'm going to do this time. I've only put about 2/3 in the actual pan because the final third can't fit in, and I'm potentially going to add different bits of seasoning to it and make it a little bit, so it tastes different, because this is enough food to fill me for 2 to 3 meals. So I'm thinking mix it up a bit, because that way I'm not going to be bored for the next 3 days. So yeah, that's a good tip. Always, when I get loads of volume like this, I always cook at least half of it differently so I don't get bored. Because people always say to me, how can you eat the same thing for say 3 days in a row? And I always season it slightly different, so even though it's the same thing like chicken, I will make it taste different, so it's like eating a different meal. Another TJ tip is when it starts getting chilly, go get a t-shirt. So I'm going to go get my top. There you go. My Gymshark one will do. Oh, that chicken's starting to smell so good. I've decided the side I'm going to have is going to be pasta. I haven't made pasta in a full day vegan, or even had it in probably 2 years. I haven't cooked pasta in 2 years. It used to be one of my staples gotta be 2-3 years back now. So I'm going to kind of bring that back. So I'm going to have pasta instead of any other type of carb like sweet potato. So yeah, what I'm going to do now though, instead of showing you all the step-by-steps, because I did that in the last full day vegan, I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to show you the final result of what I've made, and hopefully it tastes, I'm not going to say hopefully, I know it's going to taste good because I made it. And voila, we've got a whole bunch of chicken now prepped that I can use throughout the week, and I've got the next set still cooking. So I'm going to eat around 2 fillets right now, which is 4 pieces, because you remember I butterflied them, so each 2 pieces is actually 1 full fillet. And if you didn't know this, an average size chicken fillet roughly is between 21 to 23 grams of protein, depending on obviously the size. And voila, so yeah, that is more or less it. It's a whole lot of whole wheat pasta, some chicken fillets, and that's probably going to be my last meal for the day. So thanks for watching the video. At most, if I do anything else, it'll just be like another apple, because I love apples. But yeah, other than that, I'm done. So like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more food, if you want to see more full day videos, let me know. If you want to see something else, feel free to comment below, anything as well. Anyways, peace out. I'm about to eat this now. Carry on watching Walking Dead, see if I enjoy it, and see you guys in the next video. So peace out, people. Be gone. Shouts out to the trim.